Hello you guys, this is the final finished product. This is what it looks like. So let me give you the final instruction because I was a little bit experimenting on my own, so I figured it out. When you receive your herbs, some of you should be receiving your herbs by Monday or Tuesday, according to the post office, the latest, maybe Wednesday, but those who ordered that I shipped on Friday, you should receive them by Tuesday, excuse me, not Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday the latest, according to the post office. So when you first receive your herbs, put them in a pot. Let me show you the size of pot I have. This is the size of the pot that I have, and this I think gave me about 2 gallons. Okay, so when you first receive your herbs, soak them in water overnight. Find a good stock pot that's about, I can say that can hold about 1.5 gallons to 2 gallons of water, but fill it up to 90%, and then put your herbs inside. Let them sit overnight. Don't boil it. Let it sit overnight, at least 6 to 8 hours overnight. All right, and then in the morning you can boil them, but before you boil them, make sure you add ginger, lemon, lime, 1 orange, and you can also add tangerine if you want. You don't have to peel them, just make sure you wash them properly. Cut them into 4 sections and drop them in the pot. Also 2 garlic bulbs. The garlics you have to peel. You don't have to slice them. If you can slice them if you want, those are optional. So you drop those ingredients into the pot in the morning, and then you bring it to a boil for at least 2 hours straight, non-stop. 2 hours you boil it. Once it cools down, you pour some of it. Of course, you're going to get a strainer, because if you just pour it like that, you might get some leaves in your cup. Get a 6-ounce tea mug or teacup. Pour some the tea in there, the herbs, pour it there. 1 tablespoon of apple cider organic vinegar, and half a teaspoon to a full teaspoon of pure raw natural honey. The honey is optional. Some people like to drink the tea sweet. I just drink mine like that without any sugar or any honey. But it's a preference, and it's optional if you prefer. But just put a half a teaspoon of honey first and taste it and see if it's up to your taste. Then you don't have to put any more. That's fine. So that's the preparation. Then when you're done with that, what I did was, let me show you what I did. I used my strainer. As you can see, this is my strainer. I used my strainer, and I pour all my herbs in here so the leaves can remain in the pot. I poured that in a bowl, and I left the leaves in the pot. Okay, so after I poured them in the strainer, I didn't have a funnel, so I spilled a lot. I'm sorry, that's my fault. But hopefully you get a funnel. It will be good for you, so you won't have to spill. My hand was shaking a little bit, so I spilled maybe 2 or 3 bottles of this. This is 16 ounce, so I spilled quite a lot because I didn't have a funnel. So I tried to pour them from this green bowl, but I squeezed the bowl to make it kind of, the mouth a little bit small to pour. So I did my best. So I poured them. Hold on. So I poured them from the green bowl into all of these jars. Now this is the remaining of the herbs. They're still wet, of course, right? Now I'm going to take them, because I already strained. There's no more water in there. I strain them out as much as I can. I'm going to take the leaves, put them in a Ziploc bag. If you have one of those home, what they call the freezer bags, and you have one of those stuff that allow you to suck the air out of it, do that. If not, squeeze the air out of it as much as I can to become nice and tight. I'm going to put this in a Ziploc, a gallon size Ziploc bag, and put that in the freezer. You can use that another 2 or 3 times, and that's it. It doesn't go bad, but it may not be as strong and potent if you use it after 3 times. You will still get some stuff, but it'll be pretty light and pale. That's all. But it won't be as strong, but it'll still be, it will still serve the medicinal purposes. So now, this is the finishing product. All these are all 32 ounce glasses, and these are 16 ounce. So how many we made here? This is 1, 2, 3. This is my empty. All of these are glass jar. I prefer a glass jar. This is my empty coffee. Sometimes I do drink coffee. And this is I think 70 ounce. So this is a little bit bigger than 32. So anyway, so I have 1, 2. I will count the big ones. So these are all 32 ounces. I peel the labels off them because this was like organic apple juice from the organic store. But I like the size, and I like glass jars. So I kept all of my glass jars. I would advise you to keep any glass bottles or jars you have so you don't have to buy them. Because glass, you can always reuse them. Plastic, I'm not too crazy about plastic. I know they do have BPA plastics, so you can use that. Anyway, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, actually, I have 5 32 ounce, 1 70 ounce bottle, and 1, 2, 3, 4 16 ounce. So that's what I got out of my pot. And like I said, when I was pouring them, I wasted quite a few, probably at least 2 or 3 jars a day I wasted. I'm sorry, I was a little bit mad with myself, but what could I do? I wanted to rush and do the video so you guys can watch the video and see the finishing product before you receive your products in the mail. So I was kind of rushing, so I spilled a lot of it. I probably would have gotten at least 2 or 3 more of this. So this is 16 ounce, so 2 of them would be 32 ounce. So I probably wasted a whole bottle of the 32 ounce because I didn't have a funnel. Now this yellow looking rich looking stuff here, that's the second option of how you drink your herbs. I gave you the first option. The second option is you're going to soak your herbs as I instructed in the video earlier. You're going to boil them, but you don't have to. You can also do that, but you don't have to put in the ginger and the garlic, the lemon, the lime. You don't have to put that in there, but you can do it because it'll just be double concentration, which is good too. So that's one option. You can do that. Next option, what I did was this. In this jar, this is ginger, garlic, onion, ginger, garlic, lemon, lime, tangerine, and turmeric. Turmeric is what give it that color, but you don't have to use turmeric if you don't want to, but this is turmeric. So what I did was I didn't peel them. If you want to know what pound was, because people always ask me how much ginger do I use, I think this is a half a pound to a pound of ginger in here. So, but don't quote me on that. Try your best. Just experiment. But this is 2 garlic bulb. The whole garlic bulb, the whole bulb. Okay, so let me tell you. I sliced them into section. I left the skin on. I left the seed, everything. I put them in my NutriBullet. Pour a little bit of water in there, and I blend them till it becomes like a paste. See there, it's like a paste. And I keep this is a glass mason jar. I keep this in the refrigerator for, this can stay for 6 months. As long as you don't put dirty spoon, you don't put it in your mouth and put it back in the jar. You always use clean spoon every time you want to dip. It will last you sometimes 6 months, 7 months. I have this in my fridge. It lasts me a good while. So to me, it makes my job easier. So when I want to drink, like I have my tea already made, I will keep all of this in the fridge, right? So I keep these guys in the fridge. In the morning, I want to have, this is 16 ounce. Do not microwave. I will take this 1 glass, mason jar glass. I will put that in a little smaller pot and heat it on the stove for 2, 3, maybe 5 minutes. Heat it up when it comes to a nice boil. Pour that in my 6 ounce teacup. A half a tablespoon of honey, 1 full tablespoon of apple cider organic vinegar, and you can do 1 teaspoon or 1 tablespoon. Those are all optional. How spicy you want it. It's optional. And you drink it hot. You can drink it cool. You can drink it room temperature, but not ice hot or ice cold. So the remaining of the leaves, I'm going to put them in a zip, a gallon. Right now they can fit in a gallon size Ziploc bag. But when they were dry, I was only able to fit them into the quart size. So the quart size is what I shipped to you guys for $25. That's the quart size. So after that, after boiling, it looks like it rises up or rolls up, whatever the word you want to use, and it can't fit there no more. So I'll put that, it fits in the gallon size, and I will freeze that, and I can use that 2, maybe 3 times. That's it. So here it is. And once you keep this in the refrigerator at a good temperature that it doesn't go bad, you might have to crank your temperature up in your fridge a little bit, or if you have a special fridge for that, fine. If you put these in the plastic bottles, you can freeze them. The reason why I don't want to put them, because I think glass bottles sometimes will crack or break in the freezer. I don't have any plastic bottles, so I will have to look for some BPA-free plastic bottles. So if you have plastic bottles, you can put them in the plastic bottles and put them in the freezer. And maybe like I have these big ones. If I had a plastic bottles, those size, I put all the big ones in the freezer and then leave these little ones out, and I can drink them and sip them. This is 16 ounce, so I may even drink half of this. 8 ounce, right? I may drink half of this. Monday, Wednesday, I drink the other half. So if you're feeling very sick, you're coming down with the symptoms, I can't mention the word. We know we live in a communistic, tyrannical society, so I can't mention the word. But this is the organic, the natural cure from Madagascar. These are all the ingredients. Thank you. So if you feel any symptoms, you know the code. I can't even mention it because it will take my video. YouTube will flag this stuff down. But if you have any symptoms of cold and flus and allergies and sinus and mucus, headache, nausea, vomiting, tiredness, digestion, and definitely it helps boost and protect your immune system. So if any of those things come around you, you can fight it off. So for prevention, it is advised that you drink 1 cup a day or 3 cups a week. That's all. If you feel that you're under the something, you know, I can't mention the word. Okay. It is advised to drink 2 to 3 cups a day for 7 to 14 days straight, non-stop. If you have anything left over, you store them, freeze them properly, and it'll be good for you to use for a little while. So this is the 1 month supply right here. This is a lot. Like I said, I spilled a lot because I didn't have any funnel. And of course, this statement has not been proven by the FDA. You know, we in America, we got to put that there, right? And I'm not a medical professional. I'm simply sharing my home, natural, organic, African herbs, remedies to help you guys as it has helped me and friends. That's it. I will put the disclaimer in the video. When I upload the video, I'm also going to put the disclaimer in the bottom of the comment section, in the description box of the video, so nobody come for me and ask me no question. And if you don't like it, it's okay. But this is it. This is the finishing product. It looks beautiful, especially this orange, whatever. I don't know what's the name for that sauce. I have to find a good name for it. Can somebody help me find a good name for this? My sauce right here. It's like a paste. It looks like a paste or a sauce. And I also drink that in regular tea. I don't put that in my coffee. But let's say you have a regular Lipton tea and it's hot tea, and you just want to spice it up a little bit. I put a scoop of this paste in there and it spice it up. So it's not only meant to be used for this. If you just have regular tea or any kind of organic, natural, store-bought green leaf green tea and just want to spice it up a little bit, you just add a scoop of your paste. That's all. And I also have the paste for sale. I forgot, somebody had asked me, do I sell my ginger honey paste, because they would love to purchase some. Yes, that is also for sale. So hit me up, shoot me with an email or text, and I can send you a jar of the paste. I was even thinking, some people who are lazy, they don't have time or they're too busy, I can even sell you these bottles. You just let me know. But I won't sell you in the glass. I will have to ship it to you in the plastic bottle, which are BPA free, for 2 reasons. Number one, when I go ship this stuff, they weigh them, so it's according to the weight. So a plastic bottle will weigh a whole lot less, because an empty glass bottle you put on the scale, it already have a few weight on it, if you know what I mean, because glass are heavier. But a plastic bottle that's BPA free, you put on the scale, it doesn't have much of a weight, and then you pour something that it won't be too heavy. Of course, I will properly package it if I know I'm shipping this stuff. So the tea, the finishing product, is for sale. The herbs are also for sale separately. And my paste, ginger paste here, is also for sale. You just let me know. Hit me up and I'm going to hit you up. This is Dagna. I appreciate you and thank you for sharing this. Make sure you share this, but when you share with your families, tell them exactly what it is, but let them keep this hush-hush on the down low. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate your time, your business, your service, for patronizing me. Thank you. God bless you. Bye-bye.